Oh, cool. Hey, y'all, it's Honey Priestess. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you haven't, welcome for the first time. Today I'm going to do a reading. Okay, so this was going to happen. So this is going to be the Mercury and retrograde video. I'm going to talk about themes that I've personally been meditating on, things that I've noticed. And then I'm going to do a short spread, and then I'm going to pull cards for each sign. And this is going to be for your sun, moon, Venus, Mars, and rising, because Mars is depositing the Mercury. Mars is traditional ruler of Scorpio, and it's in Libra. So that's just extra information. We'll get into that. Anyway, that's why I'm going to be doing this reading for sun, moon, Venus, Mars, and rising. And I'm going to pull, I'm thinking 2 cards, but I'll see how I feel when we get there, okay? Any information you need is down below. Use your intuition, okay? I'm empowering you to trust yourself, not to trust me, okay? So, with this retrograde, personally, what I've been meditating on, so for me, a lot of self-love themes have been coming up. And let me give you the stats. So, if you don't know, Mercury's in retrograde. And everything's going haywire. I mean, like, everything around me, at least the way I've seen it, has been crazy. It started on Halloween at 27 degrees Scorpio. I don't have the exact time written down. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So yeah, it started at 27 degrees Scorpio. It's going to end on the 20th, November 20th, at 11 degrees Scorpio. The shadow period started on the 11th of October, and this shadow period after the retrograde is over is going to end on December 7th. So that's a lot of time for this energy to kind of kick up, die down in. Okay, so if you've noticed these themes before the retrograde, or you notice them after, notice them during, if you notice them the whole time, that's what's going on, okay? I don't know all the aspects that it's making, but I do know the full moon is in Taurus on the 12th. Oh yeah, I do have it written down. On the 12th, and it's going to be at 19 degrees. So look at where that is in your chart. You know, do your whole thing with that. I'm more so going to be talking about the intuitive energy of it, more so than the astrology of it. I would not consider myself an astrologer. I like astrology, but I would not consider myself an astrologer. So I'm not going to go from that angle, okay? Anyway, for me, I've been picking up a lot on self-love. So I actually wanted to discuss this dream I had it a while ago, and I posted it on Twitter, like a mini thread about it. And I posted that on Instagram as well. Yeah, I just wanted to look at it to kind of refresh myself of it. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot going on in the dream. Ignore that. But basically, the gist of it, the important part of it was that somebody was discussing a tarot deck. They were discussing tarot in general, but they were discussing a specific deck. And I can't remember if it was the 2 of Swords or the 5 of Swords, which I find hilarious. But basically, the man on the card was about to strike a man with his sword, but the man who was on the ground defending himself was also him. I hope I explained that correctly. Anyway, for me, this kind of spoke against like self-sabotage. And the fact that self-love has been coming up for me personally. And it's also not surprising me with all these planets I've been in Scorpio. It's Mercury in Scorpio. With the Depositor being in Libra, which is all about relationships with others. A lot of times Libras can be so caught up in relationships with others that they don't focus on it with themselves. And when it comes to Scorpio, there's a lot of heaviness to that, right? So I feel like those 2 energies together, to me, speak a lot to self-sabotage. It speaks a lot to, you know, appearances over reality. And I feel like that reality is what's really coming to surface. And I've noticed that for me, confidence is something I'm not short of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like my personality. I think I'm cool, I get along with people, whatever. But I can get really anxious. I can deal with a lot of social anxiety. I can deal with, you know, if you talk to me about certain things in the way that I talk to myself, sometimes it's hard for me to not be super hard on myself. I'm not necessarily that way to other people. But I go out of my way to love other people in a way that I don't do for myself. And that was a really hard thing for me to see, because I feel like, because I'm confident, because I like my personality, and, you know, I will go get my pedicure and do my thing, that means I love myself. Well, self-care, it has to like treat the soul, right? And I think self-care can get very, very surfaced. For a lot of people, that doesn't mean that getting a manicure and a pedicure won't do you on a deeper level what it needs to, but I think it can be very limited in terms of do your skincare, you know, take a really long bath with a bath bomb, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, but it's deeper than that. And I think I've been kind of challenged to look into that more deeply. I've noticed that confidence can be used as a way to avoid the truth of how I really feel about myself, or how I treat myself, how I love myself. Guardedness, the way I sacrifice for others, the way I detach, how perfectionist I am. All these things I think not only I but others have used in ways to not, in specific ways, so that they don't have to confront their own truths. Relationships with others is going to be a big thing. I really want to focus on the relationship aspect. All of those things matter. All those things or ways that you use to avoid truths is big. But I think a lot of what's coming up is coming through our relationship dynamics, okay? So if you're using this, or you're using other relationships to escape treating yourself well, maybe you treat others better than you treat yourself. Maybe you treat others crappy because you treat yourself crappy, but at least you can project, okay? This is about the avoidance of turning inward, and this Mercury retrograde is forcing us to do that. You don't get to hide from it anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? With that being said, there are also a lot of other themes that are coming up beyond self-love. I think self-love is going to be at the root of what is going to take to heal, okay? But at the bottom of this, there are a lot of deep, traumatic reveals and endings. I cannot say that enough. Deep, traumatic reveals and endings, right? Great thing about endings is that there always has to be a new beginning. But some of those endings are painful. Some of those reveals are painful. There are going to be themes surrounding sex and love, obviously, because, you know, there's a relationship energy here. But abuse, okay? Deep manipulation, control. There's going to be a lot of deep inner child wounds. If I'm not mistaken, Scorpio can be associated with the sacral chakra. We're talking inner child stuff. We start talking about inner child. When we start talking about sacral and solar plexus, when we get around that area, there's some inner child stuff that we have to handle. So you might be, for the first time, revisiting those wounds or figuring out what those wounds are, right? Also, this has a very heavy family vibration, okay? Some of you guys are going to have to confront some really deep wounds regarding family. What that means for everybody will be different. That could be revealing an abusive family member, or controlling narcissistic family member, or secrets, just family secrets in general that have made somebody the way they are, or helped structure the family in a way that wasn't really healthy. I mean, they're just all of these things that are not serving you guys are going to come to the surface, right? And they're going to come unwillingly and explosively. If you guys have seen, like, I'm active on Twitter, okay? So I see a lot of discussions that are happening there. There have been a lot of, like, crazy arguments. Today, it came out that T.I., like, basically takes his 18-year-old daughter to the gynecologist, has been doing it for a couple of years to make sure her hymen is intact, because he doesn't want her having sex. And like admitted it openly on a podcast that came out today, an article, had people up in arms. It just disgusting stuff. Even it, I mean, that was sexual, but the Popeye sandwich thing happened where somebody got stabbed over a sandwich. I mean, just crazy stuff. Death, sex, abuse, weird off relationships, deeply wounded children, deeply wounded inner child stuff. I mean, that's just going to keep coming up, okay? And it's not, don't be surprised if it shows up in your family. That's all I'm going to say. That's just personally what I've been noticing. I do feel like tough things with the mom is going to come up, or like the mom side of the family may feel extremely prominent for some of you guys because the full moon in Taurus is coming up. And for me, I mean, relating back to tarot, like I think of the divine mother being the empress and how that's Venusian ruled. So I think Taurus. Also, I've noticed a lot of Taurus people enjoying Taurus signs, Taurus moons have kind of like that father and mother instinct or love in there, or they're close to their moms. I mean, something about their instincts on the mother level, even those with like different places in Taurus, it just comes out. You know, they value family a lot, they value that community a lot, but it does make me think mother. So it's not that it's limited to your mom, it's just if things come up with your mom's side of the family or with your mother, or you know, whatever, your mom's kids. I mean, like I just feel like any family secrets, I won't say every single one, but some of them might lean more towards the mom side of the family. Okay. Woo! Well, this is light. Let's move on to the spread of everything. Okay. I'm going to move this out the way. Also, guys, I know I'm promising readings, and I would be doing them. I don't wear makeup every day, but I like to do it for you guys. I like to get pretty. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm doing it so often because I literally cannot sit in this chair too long because I am in so much pain. So I'm trying to get your romance readings. I know I'm going to have some, haven't announced it, but if you're watching this now you know. I'm going to give Scorpio some bonus readings for this month. So I'm working, y'all. I'm trying. So I'm not just like ghosting you guys, anything like that. Like I'm really, just in pain. Okay, I'm gonna cleanse my space a little bit. So here, cleanse my hands. Okay, let's do this. So I'm thinking I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. Again, the relationship theme is kind of heavy. So I think I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards, 2 romance angels, just because the relationship thing is there. And I think it might cross over to other relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I think it'll cross over. And then check out the bottom of the decks, clarify with tarot spread, and then we are going to do the readings, okay? They're not going to be long readings. I don't want this video to last forever. I know it's going to last some time, you know, which is fine. Got the cards falling out already. Okay. Thank you guys again for being so patient for this video. I know I'm like 7 days in. I haven't missed the whole retrograde, but you know, I'm sorry. I really hope this resonates with you. All the decks that I have right now, or that I pretty much use, are in the description box. Also, if you want a personal reading, information is down there. What else do I have in there? That's basically it. Nothing crazy. I do like interacting with you guys, as you know. If you're watching this, probably watching this while I'm smaller, more likely than not. And I do want to be able to connect with more readers and people. So if you have a page you want me to follow, I will. You know, I need to put myself out there more and interact with people I enjoy. And I need to learn more about other people's work. I like getting feedback. I like getting inspiration from people. All that kind of stuff. If that's not you, still interact with me. Like, I'm happy to hear from you. I post daily messages on Instagram and Twitter Monday through Friday. Friday covers the weekends. And then I do these videos monthly. I have some other videos I do monthly too. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to pull, these cards first. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? Okay, I'm going to leave it after this. Excuse me. Well, that card fell out. It really wants to come out. Okay. And I'm using the Romance Angels deck. Spirit, what message do you have for this, for the collective? This is Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Oof. Sorry. Stuff is coming crazy today. I've been shuffling my cards all day. Things are just falling for no reason. Like, child. Okay, last shuffle. Okay. I'm going to keep this out. I'm here and pull two more, but I'm going to keep this out. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, guys. So, Oracle deck, we have Man holding a coin. This is 43 breaking down to a 7. The World, 29 breaking down to 11 or 2. Bottom of the deck, we have Appreciation. 15 breaking down to a 6. With our Romance Angels, we have Release Your Ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Boy, do I have some things to say about that. Okay. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Intimacy. That's Scorpio stuff, bruh. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Romantic Feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. All right, guys. Whew. Let's see what's going on here. So, this retrograde, I mean, it kind of goes without saying somebody's coming back for a lot of you. We always know that. When Mercury retrograde is like, oh my God, is my ex coming back? That's what everyone likes to get hype about. Okay, good for you. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, prepare for it. But I also feel like there's a family vibration here. Oh boy. I really feel like there is a reveal coming about a male in your family. So, okay, so for some of you, you guys are going to be dealing with a reveal that has to do with a male in your family. It might be somebody who's a patriarch or patriarchal figure. And you might be learning of it. Okay, so you might be learning about this by way of your mother. This appreciation card is kind of what it sounds like, right? But this lady here, I don't know why I'm getting like Virgo energy. Oh, that 15-6. Okay. I'm kind of getting Virgo energy. I'm just kind of getting like you literally appreciating someone and their role more in your life. So if there are some tough conversations that have to happen, right, they might need to be had with a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man. I'll say a masculine energy in your family. And it might lead you to be more appreciative of a mother figure or another woman in your family. I really don't want you guys to get another feminine energy. I really don't want you to get caught up on gender, sexuality, or anything like that, because that's not how I roll. I just go with energies and the cards, okay? Okay. Some of you guys need to really be prepared for that, because it's going to revolutionize the way that you relate to people in your family, and it might result in somebody getting cut off, okay? This release your ex, yeah, we're going to talk about this on a romantic level, but on a family level, like, you really might be cutting someone off. Deciding if you want to do that. But without a doubt, your relationship is going to change with somebody during this period, whether it's romantic interest, whether it's in your family, whether it's getting better or getting worse, whether it's more than one person, whatever it is. Relationships are a really strong focus in this retrograde. And seeing the way that relationships have been abused or manipulated in favor of somebody's ego or needs, whatever the case might be, that might be coming up. I just feel like you're going to be able to see somebody in a way, like you're going to see somebody as stronger than you did before, or more loving and understanding than they were before. You're going to see somebody in a much worse way, or both, okay? I also think that some of you guys, okay, so some of you guys are getting, this might actually be a period of blessings for you guys, which doesn't surprise me at all. I don't want to say that like, oh, it might actually, I'm just saying that because, you know, during retrograde, a lot of people don't trust the offers they get, all that stuff. I think it's absolutely okay to trust some of these offers, because some of you guys deserve it and have been working for it for a while. That being said, there might be an offer of love in here. Now, this is where we have to talk about this, okay? So, release your ex very soon, getting to know each other, romantic feelings. Somebody could be coming back in your life during this time. And when I say this time, I mean the retrograde, but again, the shadow phase, I mentioned it for a reason. It could happen then too. Somebody could come back into your life who wasn't good for you. And this is the time to really get the closure and dead it and let them know what it is and what it isn't. Or this could be a time where somebody from your past comes around and they want to make amends. And you might be for it. For those people, yeah, okay, y'all. I'm going to need you to be a little intuitive here, okay? Because I feel like you're going to be able to tap into who's coming. I do think there's going to be somebody who comes in out of left field who you're not expecting. But there are some people who had things with people that were somewhat significant, and then they tanked or they ghosted or whatever. Just something went out of nowhere. And it's one of those things like, okay, everyone gets hurt. You know, your ego flares up. You're in your space for a minute, all that stuff. But then, you know, when you calm down, you can see it clearly. Okay, that wasn't for me. I wanted to be for me. It might be toxic, but it wasn't for me. Some of you guys have been really unsettled about a relationship that ended. Even if it wasn't like an official exclusive relationship. Just any kind of relationship with somebody. It could even be a friend. Getting family members. That ended abruptly, and there were clearly loose ends to tie up. And even though you've moved on with your life and you've done your thing, you now have to look at it like, hold on, what? Right? Like I said, shadow phases count, so you might have already seen this person come back. And they come back, and it's a whole different ballgame. Now it's romantic situations. I really want something with you in the future. And I was playing, and I'm sorry for it. Can we make amends? Friends, it's like, yeah, I really screwed you over. I did you wrong. But I know I'm wrong. And I just miss you as a friend. Can we fix that? Family members, it's like, okay, I shouldn't have done you like this, or I shouldn't have done you like that. Can we make amends, right? There are some people who are coming back with the intention of being manipulative, right? So you have to be able to use the discernment. That's why I say use your intuition. You have to be able to do that for yourself and decide who's worthy of that. That's why this very soon, you clearly decide what you want. So that it comes to you now. Decide what you want. Decide what you don't want. You feel that person's coming up in your dreams. There's a lot of dream stuff going on here too. Somebody comes up in your dreams or on your mind, or you just start seeing your name more on social media. You don't even follow them type of stuff. Okay, decide because they're probably around. If this is you, I would not expect anybody who you screwed over. Like, if you're trying to go in because you're bothered or your feelings are hurt, but you really ain't got nothing to offer except I just want you back, and I'm not really ready to do anything about it. I just don't want to lose you. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming back on that energy, don't expect it to go very well. If you're coming back with a true offer, it's up in the air. But you know whether or not you're going in genuine or if you're just going in to get your ego stroked or whatever. You already know. And if you can't be honest with yourself, don't even come back to this page because I keep it very, very real, okay? All right, y'all. I think I've covered a lot. Again, some of you guys are getting really awesome offers, whether they be love, whether they be, I'm getting like jobs and romance. Major offers or opportunities with that, or just money coming in. Okay. I don't know why I'm picking up court cases. Ooh. Some of you guys, this Mercury retrograde is like working in your favor because somebody was trying to screw you over, but this Mercury retrograde kind of showed like something came up that helped you in the case. I don't really like talking court cases like that, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm just saying. Something came up during the case that got it overturned in your favor. Or, I don't know, just something came up that the other party wasn't expecting, and now things are, like, the justice is being returned to everything. And maybe you didn't see it happening, or maybe it came out of nowhere. But yeah, if somebody was trying to screw you over in court, that's why things are going in your favor, because they're slipping up or something comes to light. And it might result in a lot of money if you're trying to get settlements or whatever. Very interesting that came through because I don't really like talking about court cases. In fact, I don't talk about court cases in the personal readings. Court cases, health issues, death, like there are certain things I stay away from in personal readings that I feel a little more comfortable talking about in general readings. But anyway, don't base your life on what I just said. You know, unless you feel like it's right there too. Let's move on. Let's get something with it. I think I'm going to clarify. I don't really feel a need to clarify too much. I think I want to clarify. Okay, I'm being told to clarify the man holding a coin. Because that's saying good things and bad things. That and the world, I think I'm going to clarify it once. Yeah. Excuse me. Normally I shuffle before I start, but I just want to get started. And I really want to get past this part because I want to do these personal pulls for you guys. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't really feel a need to clarify anything else but those. I'm actually just going to clarify all three. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the man holding a coin, the world, and appreciation all at once. Just any more details I want to come out about the story. I'm not going to pull cards. Whatever falls out, falls out. Spirit, can I get clarity for these three oracle cards? Spirit, what clarity do you want to offer the collective for these three cards? Something just fell in here and twisted itself up. Okay. Hold on. All right, 2 more shuffles. Okay. So I got 3 cards. I got the Ace of Cups. I got the Page of Swords. I got the 8 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. I don't know if you can see that. This is an old desktop, y'all. So sorry. Underneath that is the 6 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. Now, this is good for some of you guys. Some of you guys are going to be getting an offer. Now, I want to be very clear. Some of you guys are going to get an offer that comes in quick as hell and takes you out of a space that you have been in, like a period of suffering. Some of you guys have to will this in. And interesting, because one of the cards that was falling out when I was shuffling the romance angels was calling in your soulmate. Some of you guys have to, like, if you're making the move, you have to cut through your own bullshit to be able to go after the person that you want. Others of you cutting through that bullshit is what attracts things in. So this reveal might be painful, but it puts you in a space where it sobers you up. And then things come in. Even if it's not like you have this reveal first, you might step into that reveal because of the offer you get. Like, it might bless you so much, and it might just trigger reactions that make people expose themselves. Either way, something is coming in. It's very emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's coming in quick, and it changes everything. Some of you guys have been in a really long period of suffering, a really long period of struggle, and it required a change out of you. So, self-love, that stuff I was talking about. If you start loving yourself, if you made some choices that might have upset some people, but it freed you, right? And that's where you might be getting some of that reveal, right? You might be pissing somebody off in the process of leaving a job, of, you know, telling someone, no, I'm not doing this for you anymore. Or I'm not sacrificing this for you anymore. I'm not holding this secret for you anymore. I'm not protecting you anymore. Hello, I'm hitting on something with that. Whatever it is, you release yourself from a prison that you had been in, and you had the control to release yourself from for a while. But you were jaded, or you were manipulated, or whatever, gaslighted into not believing that you could do it, and you did it. And everything just changes, and it changes in an instant, and it absolutely upgrades your life. And everything that you prayed for, a miracle you were looking for that you didn't think you were going to get, you got. And people weren't ready for it. And it brings out the true colors in some people. You're going to have some people coming back. Some of you guys, the type of change that you're making sends out such a distinct, it just radiates this energy that attracts people. So you do this, and that person who screws you over and has been thinking about you anyway and wants to do right by you, now they something in them changes. Now they're here in your face saying, I messed up. If you hear anything, my friends in the background. But it's like your energy shifts so powerfully and so dramatically. It sends out signals, and it attracts the best and the worst. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you get blessings, but you might get some people who are trying it. There are blessings, but Scorpios and the extremes, it's almost like something has to be sacrificed. Right? Well, if you have to sacrifice if you have to sacrifice your suffering in favor of somebody else holding their own shit, you're going to do it in order to get the blessing you came for. If you got to tell somebody's secret to be free, well, you know what? That's the exchange. You know what I'm saying? But it's a dramatic exchange. It's not a light shift. That's why some of you guys, you know, don't get caught up in this retrograde stuff and being like, oh, I can't accept offers, because some of you guys are going through such an energetic shift that it transcends like the laws of nature, like universal laws. Like, we're talking like miracles, blessings, higher things, you know, that transit can't stop. You know what I'm saying? When it's powerful like that, you got to know what it is. Okay? You sacrifice something in one area of your life, another area picks up. That's why some of you guys, when you leave this one thing behind with your family or an old person, you get the opportunity, but then a love offer comes in. It's like you just get blessed like 2-3 times over. This kind of energy I'm getting. I'm going to wrap that up because I want to move on. So, I think what I'm going to do, I like these cards. Yeah, this one deck, I don't know why it wants to speak today, but it does. So I'm going to move everything else out the way. And I'm going to pull a card I'm going to pull 2 cards, okay? So I'm going to pull 2 cards per sign. We're going to start with Aries just so I can keep up with it, okay? And the first card is going to be what to expect during this retrograde, which, again, some of you guys may have already started feeling those things. If you haven't, you might start to. So anyway, I'm going to start with that first card of what energy is present for you guys. And then the second card is going to be advice. Okay? Don't want to make this too long, but I know how I can. I'm long-winded, y'all, as y'all can see. Anyway, we have 12 signs to get through. Check out for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars. Okay? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars. I mean, I'm not against modern rulership, but for some reason, I just feel like the emphasis should be on traditional rulership of the sign. So if you want to look into your Pluto sign, because Scorpio, that's cool. Let me know if that resonates. But yeah, look into your sun, moon, Venus, Mars, and rising, and comment below which of them related to you. Okay, so I know, you know, how that worked out. Can tweak things in the future. All right, y'all. Let's get started. So Aries, Spirit, what energy does Aries need to be aware of this retrograde? And what advice do you have for them? Okay, so for the energy, I have the sun. For what you need to be, your advice, I have the King of Wands. So I feel like what energy you need to be aware of, I really feel like you guys need to be aware of definitely inner child issues. But also like what makes you happy. If you're not in touch with what makes you happy, spend this time trying to get in touch with that. I just really feel like this is inner child stuff. It could be tending daily to inner child things. Anything that sabotages your confidence. I feel like a lot of you guys, okay, so some of you guys might be dealing with really deep wounds in your relationships. Again, inner child issues. If that's the case, you need to go and decide what's good for you and what's not. And the advice is basically to go after it without apology. To make the decision to incorporate things in your life that make you happy, and make the executive decision to take out anything that doesn't do that, right? And you have to do it very, very unapologetically too. Both of these are Leo cards, right? So this is about understanding self, self-expression, going after your heart's desires. If you don't know what they are, figure them out this retrograde. I'm sure people are going to be triggering you anyway. So use those triggers to find out what you need to about yourself, okay? Spirit, going on to Taurus. What message, energies does Taurus need to be aware of for this retrograde? What advice do you have for them? Shuffle. So for energy you need to be aware of, I have the Fool. And then advice, Ace of Pentacles. Honey, this is good energy. I really feel like you don't need to be... This is kind of telling me, like, don't be scared of starting something new. Also, don't be scared of deading things that aren't for you. Okay? Just don't be scared of new beginnings, whether it be in love or not, or otherwise. If it means cutting somebody off, cut them off. Family, whatever relationship means cutting them off, it means cutting them off. If it means giving them a chance and trying to build something new, do that. Because it's going to come with a gift. This advice card, this Ace of Pentacles being the advice card, is just telling me that whatever you're doing is going to bring you a gift. So trust it. Intuitively trust where you're headed. This full moon is going to be beautiful for you guys. I honestly think, I don't know, this whole energy here is just giving me dream come true energy. Like, it's just making me feel like you can manifest what you want. You can manifest the love and happiness. So go after it, okay? Without apology. And without second guessing yourself. Okay, Gemini. Spirit, what energy does Gemini need to be aware of for this retrograde? And what advice do you have for them? Whoa. All right, cards shooting out. Queen of Swords shot out. 2 more shuffles. Okay, Gemini. Woo! All right. Okay, Gemini. So for energy you need to be aware of, this is 5 of Pentacles. For your advice, this is the Ace of Wands, okay? Yeah, if you got left out in the cold for any reason, I mean, that's quite a literal interpretation of just the picture in and of itself. But left in the cold, or you're returning the traumas of time periods where you were literally cast out, rejected, forgotten about, or you're feeling that way now. If you're feeling like a major crash, some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, is karma. But for other people, it may feel unfair, and it might just rock your world in a way that you don't think you can handle right now. This is a really, really big call to get in touch with what makes you happy. That sounds so unhelpful. If this is as deep as I'm feeling it to be for some of you guys, because this is definitely, this is like devastation on some, I don't know why I'm getting emotional level. This could be on a financial level too, but I am getting devastation. So you're gonna have to see it as a new opportunity. I know it's not gonna feel good right now, but find the opportunity in it. Spend time thinking about, I feel like if you lost it all and you have nothing, or you're at your rock bottom, whatever the case might be, it's like the only way is up. So figure out exactly how you're gonna get up, exactly what up means for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can say right now with this, with these cards, because this is some really heavy energy, and I feel like that might be light advice. It should be taken seriously, but you need to apply it on a really deep level. So if it sounds surface, take it deeper, is what I'm saying, because it's still the right advice for you this time, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry, Gemini. Oh. Okay, Cancer. Spirit, what energies does Cancer need to be aware of this retrograde? I'm going to do less shuffles. And what advice do you have for them? Last shuffle. Okay, Cancer. Boom. Oosh. Y'all better go off. So, Ace of Wands here is the energy you should be aware of. Chariot is your advice. Very simply put, some of you guys are getting blessings, you're getting offers, you're getting love offers, or you're making love offers. I actually get that more than anything. If you're holding back on any love offers or any romantic gestures, I would take them. I would take them all the way. This is your card, yeah? Take it all the way. Do it. Act on it. Don't hold back. If you're getting an intuitive hits, or, you know, I just feel like if a path is forward for you, if an opportunity comes, you take it. You take it down. Period. That's some good energy. I mean, everybody kind of, I'm not saying everybody's struggling, but it's been some wild stuff going on. This retrograde for me has been kind of hard, but it's been really good. So I don't take it away from anybody for it to be a good retrograde. But I'm just saying that's a blessing for sure. For sure. We're on to Leo. Hey, Leo. Hey, boo. I love y'all. I love all the signs. Just don't want to get mad, you know. But I do love my little Leos. Spirit, what message do you have for Leos for this retrograde? And what advice do you have for them during this retrograde? 2 more shuffles. Okay, well, these 2 cards flew out, so I'll take it. All right. So, for the message that you need for the retrograde, Leo, we have the Chariot. Love that. And for the advice, we have the 3 of Cups. So, yeah, some of y'all kind of on the same order of Cancer. You need to take a chance. Some of you guys know you need to take a chance and you've been holding back on taking a chance, and now it's time to take a chance. This advice is to trust. Okay, I don't know why I get this a lot with 3 of Cups. I just do. But like, you need to understand that you're supported. Trust that you're supported by your guides, your ancestors, your angels. You're covered. You're protected, and you have a lot of love and support around you. So whatever you're scared of going for, whatever you need to go for, stop thinking about it and act on it, because it's going to pay off and it's divinely protected. Okay, Leo, go off. Oh, I'm getting through these pretty cute, no? I think so. Virgo. Hey, Virgo. Spirit, what message do you have for Virgo for this Mercury retrograde? And what advice do you have for them? Y'all card flying out. All right, Hermit. And my last shuffle. Ooh, chilly. So I have the Fool for the message that you need for the retrograde, and for your advice, I have the Devil. Oh, y'all kind of on the same order as whatever sign I just said that. I mean, kind of last couple of signs actually. Starting something new. I'm telling you, this endings and beginnings theme of Scorpio of this retrograde is just insane. Like, some of you guys have been holding back. Some of you guys needed a structure to fall to be able to go and do your thing. This for you, Virgo, means that the opportunity is there, or it's for the taking, but you're choosing to stay stuck. So the advice for you is to stop choosing to stay stuck where you're at. Some of y'all gotta quit your job. I don't know, I got that. Some of you guys need to quit your job. Some of you guys need to admit to yourselves that what you're doing career-wise isn't making you happy. Some of you guys need to admit that the relationship you're in is not making you happy. There's just something that is just not making you happy, and it's going to take you willfully admitting to it. I think that's why the Virgo card, the Hermit, fell out, because you need to go within and be honest with yourself. If you're honest with yourself and you realize that whatever you're going through isn't it, then get out of it, period. No questions asked. No more holding back. No more trying to plan it out. Trust the universe to cover you and go where you want to go. Stop it. I don't know why I'm getting so mad at y'all right now. I just feel like some of you guys really need to stop overthinking it and act, because some of you guys are just stuck. And you think it's because you have no moves. No, you could just trust the universe and go. You ain't got to listen to me. It's your life. Okay? Libra. Hey, Libra. What y'all going through? Child. I just tap into. Spirit, can you give me a message for Libra? Please give me a message for Libra. For this 2 cards falling out for this Scorpio Mercury retrograde. All these cards falling out. Okay, okay. For this Scorpio Mercury retrograde. And please give me advice for Libra for this retrograde. Shuffle. Okay. Ooh, I don't know why that feels like that. Okay, I got the Knight of Cups, and then I have the King of Swords as your advice card. Emotions. Okay, some of your emotions are spilling over. That's the word I'm getting. And I don't want to say it in a rude way. Yeah. Some of you guys might feel like your emotions are spilling over, or you're getting a little too emotional. Like you're not really able to hide the fact that your heart's on your sleeve, right? You might be really good with keeping up your appearances, and now it's like, I'm frazzled, I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused, I'm sad, whatever. It's just coming to the surface, and there's a gift in that, but you guys are trying to get clarity on it. I think, yeah. I think you guys need to let that happen. And I think you guys need to let that happen so that you're able to see what you need to do in order to satisfy yourself and make yourself happy. So if you have some tough emotions spilling over, Right now, some tough things are coming to the surface, and lean into those emotions, see where they take you, and then make a clear-headed decision from a space of emotional sobriety, let's call it this time, or real sobriety, because some of y'all, I don't know why I'm getting, some of y'all are getting into vices. I think it's a coping mechanism for stress or grief or just whatever you're going through. Don't avoid the emotions, lean into them so that you can get a clear head about what to do going forward. Because right now you guys are very clear-headed. Some of you guys are giving yourself that time already, so I do want to acknowledge that for those who are. But if you're not, you have to give yourself the time to heal appropriately and to deal with things appropriately, okay? Okay, we love it. Scorpio. Okay, boo. Spirit, what message do you have for Scorpio during this retrograde, Mercury retrograde? And what advice do you have for Scorpio during this Mercury retrograde? Okay, do 2 more shuffles. Oof. Yeah, all right. So we have the King of Wands for the energy to be aware of, and the Moon for advice. Some of you guys are in your element. And because you're in your element, it's bringing out the truth in other people who can't handle you being in your element, or who want to be a part of it, or who wants, I don't know, my grammar right now, y'all, is this retrograde. I don't care. Anyway, the Seven of Swords fell out. I was actually at the bottom of the deck now. The Seven of Swords fell out. I feel like, again, that reveal energy is coming through big for y'all, okay? And whatever you're understanding there's like a controlling or manipulative or just shysty in your field, be it family, be it friends, whatever. And that reveal is kind of coming out because you're coming into your power, or that reveal is going to make you assume your throne and be as powerful as you're meant to be. And in doing so, yeah, okay, so this advice with the Moon, be ready for things to come up that are hard for you, and be ready to take them like a champ and start anew with it. I know y'all are more comfortable with the death and rebirth process than most, okay? But just be ready for that in a really big way, because whatever this is like huge. This is like huge, and you need to be ready to come into your power. And I think it's gonna push you into this space. Again, for all these other signs, for you to, this energy might have already happened. Okay, you might be in this power now, and it might attract, like, your light is going to shine light into the dark spaces and the secrets and the things that people have been hiding. But it's going to empower you, even if it hurts. Okay, so we like that. Sagittarius. Ooh, I love me a Sagittarius. Sagittarius women are so fine. One of my friends, Sagittarius. I actually have a lot of friends with Sag in your chart. Sag, Libra, Cap. There's another energy I see a lot of in my friends. Y'all just be around me, okay? Love y'all. So, Spirit, can I get a message for Sagittarius for this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? And can I get advice for Sagittarius for this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? Shuffle. Alright. So I have the Page of Pentacles as your energy. And I have the 2 of Pentacles for advice. You guys are going to be, okay. Yeah, you guys, okay. Oof. You guys should really just focus on yourselves, focus on your money, focus on your stability, focus on what you want in your life right now. Focus on what stability looks like for you. Focus on what that means. Analyze any threats to that. Prepare for any threats to that. You guys need to prepare. This is a card of preparation for me, at least. I mean, yeah, but like right now, especially, it's a card of preparation. Yeah. I was just talking to a friend about this earlier. Y'all need to be you guys need to be planning your 2020. Seriously. Planning your 2020. Because you're going to need to be able to refer to that plan, to stick to it. Okay? Like, you have to make a decision to be committed to that plan. And decision about what it is that you want, right? Because I feel like some things are going to come up that are going to throw you off, and you need to have your focus. So before you're completely thrown off kilter and you don't have the time or ability to focus, focus now. Figure it out now. Kind of crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's good to be prepared, you know. I just don't know what the energy is about. All right. Don't be worried. You'll make it. Promise. I like promising things, but I'm just saying. I already said it. It is what it is. Capricorn, gang, gang. Please, I ain't about to say nothing to try. You know what I'm saying? Spirit. Sorry, card keeps flying out. Spirit. What message do you have for Capricorns during this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? Why is so much falling out? That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot is falling out, y'all. Can't do it up. You already know. Spirit, can I please get a message for Capricorn for this Scorpio Mercury retrograde? And can I get advice for Capricorn for this Scorpio Mercury retrograde? Alrighty. 2 more shuffles. Excuse me. So, I have the Knight of Wands for the energy you guys should be aware of. And then I have the Six of Pentacles, for the advice. Some of you guys have opportunities coming in really, really soon, including love offers. So either it's going to be somebody trying to make amends with you, or you're going to have love offers coming in. Also be a job offer that's coming in really fast and kind of throwing you off a bit. But the advice is to be able to receive that, right? Capricorns are methodical, they're thinkers, they don't do things rashly all the time. But yeah, I think this is saying to trust it and allow yourself to receive things. I think it's going to be so out of nowhere and so left field and so exactly what you wanted that you're going to be like, hold on, how do you just get these things without working for them, you know? Freaking Capricorn. But yeah, don't doubt it, accept it. Don't doubt it, accept it. That's your advice. Just take that little phrase, run with it all retrograde. Don't doubt it, accept it. All right, Aquarius. Ooh, child. Aquas, y'all are so misunderstood, but I get it. I get it. All right, Aqua. Spirit, can I get a message for Aquarius for the Scorpio Mercury retrograde? And can I get advice for Aquarius for the Scorpio Mercury retrograde? 2 more shuffles. Okay. All right. Okay, so bring it out. All right. Okay. So I have the 5 of Cups, and then for advice, I have the 2 of Cups. Some of you guys are going through some pain. Not gonna lie, just straight up. You guys are going through some pain right now, painful experiences. This is to me saying loss or grief, depression. Those really heavy weighted emotions. There's not a lot of energy. There's a lot of it's kind of really lethargic. It slows you down. It stops you in your tracks. It kind of just, literally your world stops. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. If you guys are going through that at this time for any reason, look to the people who love you. Look to, if you have partners, look to your partners. If you get an offer for partnership, take it. And I'm not saying from any freaking body, be discerning. But, you know, if it's that time for you to receive that kind of love offer, even if it's somebody making amends, like look for love in all the areas of your life and get the support you need. Please get the support you need, because this is heavy energy, y'all. I don't know exactly what you're going through. I don't want to say everyone's going to lose somebody. I don't want everyone just going around be like, oh, we're going to lose somebody, or I'm going to go through grief. That's not everybody, but there are a number of you who might be dealing with that on some level. And it's really heavy energy, y'all. Even if it's not that, it's painful. It's a painful loss. Maybe you have to maybe you have to cut somebody off you weren't planning to, or something goes on in the family, whatever. But there is love. There is definitely love around you. There is support around you. And you just have to ask for it. This is one of those times you're going to have to humble yourselves, Aquarius. Sorry. To humble yourselves and ask for help. Receive the love that you get from all areas, from positive sources. But I feel like the people who are going to be reaching out to love you at this time are really there to love you. So don't question that either. Okay? So sorry. Finally, my dreamy Pisces. Y'all be pretty as I don't know what, for real. Anyway, Spirit, what message do you have for Pisces during this Scorpio Mercury retrograde? Okay. There's a lot of stuff falling out. Whoa. It's a lot to fall out at once. Heavy. And also, what advice do you have for Pisces during this Scorpio Mercury retrograde? I'm going to do 2 more shuffles. I'm just messing up my words. I just can't even speak, right? I can speak. Let me not say that. That's another thing. Wow. Wish I mentioned this earlier. I forgot to write this down. But if you made it this far, you guys, watch your words. This retrograde, things are manifesting really quickly. The veil is very thin. If you start coming into psychic things, clairvoyant things, clairaudient things, if you start having funny experiences, if you notice that you think about something that appears, like, yeah, you need to be really careful about your words. Don't wish death on people as a joke. Nothing like that. Okay. Sorry. Pisces message and Pisces advice, please. Thank you, Spirit. You know what? This fell out. Yeah, they wanted to fall out. Leave it there. King of Pentacles for the main message. And for the advice, Queen of Wands. Pisces. This is a time to ground. It's also a time to meet people who are different from you. I don't know, this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands. I mean, quite practically, it might literally be meeting people who are different from you, getting to know them. This also might be a really deep conversation that you need to have with somebody. So yeah, this, to me, I don't know, this is indicating like tough conversations. It might not be terribly tough, but getting to know people, having these conversations that you need to have, making amends if necessary, giving people new chances. But you kind of have to ground for that. I feel like if you haven't been very grounded, and you've just been kind of floating through, like, it's kind of like time to wake up and smell the coffee I'm kind of getting. And it's also time, yeah, it's time to act and get out of the idea or the thinking state or the wondering or dream state. Like, it's time to act. So you've been thinking about making amends to somebody, or you've been thinking about doing something, you've been thinking about doing something that's going to be helpful for you and or your relationships, it's time to do it. Not just think about it, bring it into fruition. You already got, you've already daydreamed about it enough, right? Take yourself out of that and act on it. And if there's anything holding you back from acting on it, figure that out this retrograde. All right, y'all, it's been a nice long video, a nice long chat with y'all. I hope this resonated with you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will try to get the timestamps for you guys. Probably won't have it right after uploading, but I'll try to get it to you, if not tonight, by tomorrow. And I hope this served you well. Thank you guys so much. Bye.